Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the part number 3 of Unit 9, that is Nested Loop. Okay, this is the lecture number 24 of Computer Applications with BlueJ Class 10th. So, in this video, we are going to see some unsolved Java programs of chapter number 9, Nested Loop. Okay, so start from the question number 1. Basically, question number 1 consists of several parts in which we are going to see some series over here also. Okay, as this chapter is of nested loop, so we are going to use some nested kind of thing over here also. Now see the first one, the first series over here, it is 1 plus 3 upon the factorial of 2 plus 5 upon the factorial of 3 plus 7 upon the factorial of 4 up till n. Okay, n means what? N means the terms. N terms you have to calculate it like this. Now we can write down the first term as 1 upon 1 factorial. Yes, now see over here, this is the first term, and at the denominator we have to find out the factorial of 1. For the second term we have to find out factorial of second. For the third term we have to find out factorial of third, and so on. Okay, so these two are basically interrelated, तो हम लोग इसके लिए firstly loop execute कर देंगे. Okay, so you have to execute a for loop, one for this thing. Okay, for I equals to 1 till n, because you have to find out n terms like this. Okay, and आपको क्या डिवाइड करना है? डिनोमिनेटर से you have to divided what you have to find out the factorial of everything. Okay, so इसके अंदर आप क्या कैलकुलेट करेंगे? The value of I, जो भी आपकी I की वैल्यू आती रहेगी उसका आप फैक्टोरियल कैलकुलेट करते रहेंगे. Now please remind in your mind that what is a factorial. If you have to find out the factorial of 4, then it means what? It means 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Okay, the same way when you have to find out the factorial of 3, it means what? 1 into 2 into 3. It means starting from 1 till the number, you have to find out the product of every number that comes in between. Okay, so this is how we are going to do this thing. Now the thing about our numerator is left it over here. Now see the difference between our numerator is of 2. Yes, so what we can do, आप इससे पहले कोई एक वेरिएबल ले लीजिए एंड लास्ट में उसको +2 करके आप इंक्रीज कराते रहिए. Okay, now see the full-fledged code, that how we are going to write this thing over here is this. Firstly, scanner class, to enter your n, it means how many terms you have to print it out. Okay, so n is going to hold your number of terms. Okay, double sum, it is going to save the sum. Okay, j equals to 1 for holding our numerator. Okay, we are starting from 1. Now see this for loop. For I equals to 1 till less than equals to n, it is. Yes, from 1 till n, and for every value of I you have to calculate the factorial. Now please don't get confused over here, this is basically your shorthand operator. Okay, this one we have studied this thing when we were learning our operators. Yes, so it means basically f equals to f into k. This is a shorthand operator. Okay, so over here you are calculating the factorial of every number. Yes, and then afterwards what you are doing, you are going to calculate the sum, that is previous value plus j upon f. Why j? Because our j is over here, it is the numerator. Yes, so for the first term you are getting what? 0 plus 1 upon 1 factorial. Okay, now for the next term, the previous value, yes, and it got incremented by 2, so the value of j becomes 3, but over here we are calculating the factorial of 2. Okay, so like this we are going to calculate up till our n terms. I hope the code is clear to you. Now see the question number 2. We are having a series a equals to a, sorry, s equals to a plus a upon 2 factorial plus a upon 3 factorial up till a upon n factorial. Now try to relate this series with the previous one. What we were having? We were having some constant value over here. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to take two inputs over here, one for a and the second one for n. So two inputs you are going to calculate. Now we in the previous question we have incremented the value of j. Yes, over here we are not going to do such kind of thing because our numerator is constant in every term. Okay, so only you have to focus on the denominator, that is you have to find out the factorial for every number. Okay, now you have to do this question by yourself, try this question by yourself. Okay, see the third one, basically the question is the same. Yes, but we are having what, we are having the negative as well as positive sign. So a minus a upon 2 factorial plus a upon 3 factorial minus a upon 4 factorial up till your n terms. Okay, now we can write down this as 1 factorial. Now this is term number 1, this is term number 2, this is term number 3, and this is term number 4. And you can see that whenever we are having any even position, फॉर एवरी इवन पोजिशन आपका जो सम है उसमें माइनस होना है, एंड फॉर एवरी ऑड टर्म आपका प्लस साइन होना है. Okay, so you are going to find out, you are going to basically apply the logic of finding out whether your number is even or odd. Okay, and according to that you are going to apply the sign over here also. Now see the code. Firstly, what you are going to do, scanner int a and everything you have taken as an input. Okay, now again see over here we are having the for loop. Yes, I equals to 1 less than equals to n, the same thing. Now over here we are going to calculate our factorial for the denominator. Yes, our a is constant, so there is no need to find out the numerator for us. Now it is fixed over here. Yes, now see, we are going to find out whether our position is even or not. Now from this the upper loop, from the outer loop we are calculating our position. यही loop तो आपका बता रहा है कि कितनी टर्म्स चल रही हैं, 1 से स्टार्ट होकर टर्म्स जानी है n तक. ओके, सो आप आई को चेक करेंगे कि वेदर इट इज़ इवन और ऑड. अगर आपका इवन आता है देन यू आर गोइंग टू डू दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग, सम माइनस a upon f. Okay, from f you are going to calculate the factorial. Okay, and a is constant over here, the number that you are going to enter. Okay, now see in the question also, आपकी जब even term थी तो आपने यहाँ पर minus किया था, and the same thing we are doing it over here also, and for the odd term we are doing positive. Okay, and after this bigger for loop you are going to print the sum over here like this. Got the concept? Please note the codes in your copy. Now see the next one, D part. S equals to a divided by 2 factorial minus a divided by 3 factorial. Okay, now see we are having this kind of thing, a divided by 2 factorial minus a divided by 3 factorial plus a divided by 4 factorial and so on up till a divided by 10 factorial. Now see my dear students, over here the number of terms are fixed. Okay, so if you start your I loop from 2 and you take it till 10, then what will happen? For I equals to 2 you will be calculating the factorial of 2, for I equals to 3 you will be calculating it for 3 factorial, for 4 factorial and so on. Okay, now when you are running this I loop, now see over here for the value 3 you are having minus. Yes, and for 2 as well as 4 you are having plus. So oppositely we have to do it over here. पिछले वाले questions में in the B part what we were doing, in the C part basically जब आपके पास even position आ रही थी then only you are doing minus, and जब आपके पास odd positions आ रही थी तो you are doing plus. Okay, now over here in this question in D part जब आपके पास odd terms आएंगी like C over here तो आप negative यहाँ पर minus करेंगे, जब आपके पास even terms आएंगी तब आप यहाँ पर plus करेंगे. Okay, so you have to see the question that what it is asking about. So आप I का loop अपना 2 से start करेंगे till 10. Okay, you have to try this question by yourself. Now see the E part. In E part we are having basically there is a difference in this question. See 2 upon a plus 3 upon a square plus 5 upon a cube plus 7 upon a4 up till your n terms. Okay, now see over here, this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, and this is the fourth term, and so on. Okay, so at a total n terms we are going to find it out. Yes, now see the denominator, we can write down like this also, a to the power 1, a to the power 2 for second term, a to the power 3 for third term, a to the power 4 for fourth term. Now see, either you make the series from the numerator or you make it from the denominator, but you have to correlate something in it. ओके, सो ये आपका इत्तेफाक हो रहा है कि एवरी टाइम आपके जितने भी टर्म्स यहाँ पर आ रहे हैं, जितने भी आपके नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स हैं वो आपके डिनोमिनेटर से मैच कर रहे हैं बट नॉट फ्रॉम द न्यूमरेटर. ओके, तो Over here what we are going to do is, now see, focus on the numerator part. 2 3 5 7, we are not having the common difference between those two. Yes, we are not having the common difference na. Now see, 2 3 5 7, basically what are these are your prime numbers. ओके, एंड प्राइम नंबर्स में जो डिफरेंस होता है आपका वो इक्वल नहीं होता है. ओके, सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, फॉर एवरी टर्म यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द नेक्स्ट प्राइम नंबर. यस, और उस प्राइम नंबर को जब आप कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे देन आप उसको न्यूमरेटर में रखेंगे, एंड देन द डिनोमिनेटर यू आर वेरी क्लियर अबाउट द नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स, एंड द पावर आपको वही लगानी है उसमें. Okay, now see the code over here, that how we are going to find it out, this kind of thing. Now see, scanner we are having int a we have entered, n we have entered, sum and last prime. Okay, last prime to hold the value of prime number की previous वाले term में आपने कौन सा prime number को use किया है. So we are starting from 2 ना, so that is why we have taken last prime equals to 2. Okay, so remember these values, last prime we have taken as 2. Now moving forward we are having this code. See, this is our bigger for loop. Okay, now what it is doing, it is going to hold on the value, or you can say the number of terms. आपके कितने number of terms से starting from 1 till n. Okay, so इस चीज़ का hold आपका bigger loop लेगा, that is your I. Okay, now this kind of thing, this while loop, while true, this thing ओवर हेयर, ये क्या करेगा आपका, ये आप वाइल टू इसीलिए कर रहे हैं बिकॉज यू डोंट नो कि आपको कितना इटरेट करना पड़ेगा फॉर फाइंडिंग आउट द नेक्स्ट प्राइम नंबर. ओके, लाइक लेट अस से आप 2 पर हैं, देन आप नेक्स्ट नंबर जब ट्राई करेंगे 3 के लिए, सो यस 3 इज़ अ प्राइम नंबर, बट जब 3 के बाद आप ट्राई करेंगे यू आर हैविंग 4, 4 इज़ नॉट अ प्राइम नंबर, देन 5 इज़ अ प्राइम नंबर. यस, देन 6 के लिए ट्राई करेंगे इट इज़ नॉट अ प्राइम नंबर, देन 7 इज़ अ प्राइम नंबर. yes, then 8 के लिए ट्राई करेंगे इट इज़ नॉट अ प्राइम नंबर, देन 9 ऑल्सो नॉट, देन 10 ऑल्सो नॉट. सो वी आर नॉट वेरी श्योर कि आपको कितना स्टेप मूव करना पड़ेगा आगे आपका नेक्स्ट प्राइम नंबर को फाइंड आउट करने के लिए. दैट इज़ वाई वी आर रनिंग दिस लूप इनफाइनाइट टाइम्स. ओके, और जब हमारी कंडीशन मीट हो जाएगी देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स वी विल बी यूजिंग ब्रेक ओवर हेयर ऑल्सो. Okay, so that is why we are using this while true over here. Now see, in c equals to 0, this code is basically the same for finding out your prime number. Okay, for finding out your prime number this is the same. Okay, now see, k equals to 1, we are starting from 1 and till less than equals to k prime. Okay, आपका लास्ट प्राइम की वैल्यू क्या थी, दैट वाज 2. सो फर्स्टली यू आर चेकिंग फॉर 2, एंड ऑब्वियसली जब ये एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा देन द सीज वैल्यू बिकम 2, और जब आपकी सी की वैल्यू 2 हो जाएगी देन यू विल बी कैलकुलेटिंग द सम. यस, आपने क्या किया, सम प्लस लास्ट प्राइम दैट इज़ योर न्यूमिनेटर, एंड डिनोमिनेटर ए टू द पावर 1 ए टू द पावर 2 हम लोगों का था ना, तो दैट इज़ वाई वी आर यूजिंग मेथड डॉट पाव ए कॉमा आई. Okay, and when this condition is met then what will happen, your loop will break for the next iteration. Okay, जब ये break हो जाएगा then आपका यहाँ पर control कुछ आ जाएगा. yes, जब यहाँ पर कंट्रोल आ जाएगा then you will be having last prime plus plus. so अब आप next term के लिए it means आपकी i की वैल्यू तो इंक्रीज हो ही गई है, आपका फर्स्ट पोजीशन फिक्स हो गया है, and for the second term you are going to find out the prime number firstly. Getting my point? That is why we are using this last prime over here also. Yes, but over here यहाँ पर हम क्यों यूज़ कर रहे हैं, let us suppose कि आपका यहाँ पर प्राइम नंबर नहीं आया है, तो दिस कंडीशन विल नॉट बी एग्जीक्यूटेड. यस, तो हम इस वाइल लूप से तो बाहर नहीं जा सकते हैं जब तक आपको लास्ट प्राइम आपका नहीं मिलेगा. So that is why over here also we are using last prime plus plus. So at a time either this will execute or this will execute. Okay, now see the output, how we are going to find it out over here. Let us suppose we have taken the value of n equals to 3. Yes, and over here is the value of I, over here is the value of k, and over here is the value of c. Yes, and over here is what it is, sum. Yes, last prime is over here. Now see, starting from the bigger loop, for loop, we are having the value I, that is 1. Yes, k, firstly c is 0. Now we are running our loop, this one, from 1 till last prime. The value of last prime was 2. Okay, so it is going to run from 1 till 2. Okay, last prime mod k equals to 0. This condition is true, so your c++ will give you 1. Yes, now for the next iteration when k becomes true, again the condition is true and you will be getting c equals to 2. For k equals to 3, this condition becomes false, and it will come out of the loop and this condition will be checked. Okay, then आपका ये condition true हो जाएगी because you are having c equals to 2. Yes, so you will be getting this sum. So sum equals to sum plus the initial value was 0 plus last prime, that is 2, divide by math dot pow a comma I. Yes, so a to the power 1 because we are having I value, that is 1. Okay, now break. When you got this break, you are coming out of this loop. Okay, जब आप out of this loop आ जाएंगे यहाँ पर, so जब आप out of this loop आ रहे हैं, it means basically what, आप while loop से बाहर आ रहे हैं. Okay, see over here we are using unlabeled loop. Yes, so unlabeled loop आपको क्या करता है, एक step बाहर आता है आप इस चीज़ से. So you are coming over here now. Now you are having last prime plus plus. Initial value was 2, now it is 3. Okay, and for the next iteration I becomes 2. Okay, so please remember the value. For now we are having i's value as 2, last prime as 3, and sum equals to 2 divided by a to the power 1. Okay, now see again, we were having n equals to 3, sum we were having 2 upon a to the power 1. Okay, I we were having as 2. Yes, and last prime we were having as 3. Over here is the value of k, over here is the value of c. Okay, for k equals to 3, it is again running from 1 till 3. From 1 till 3 when it will run, obviously 3 is your prime number, so c's value will be 2 after the execution of complete execution of your for loop. So जब यहाँ पर execute होंगे, again the same thing will happen, it will become true and sum will be calculated. It means previous value plus last prime, that is 3, divided by math dot pow a to the power 2 you will be getting, and break, you will be coming out of this while loop. Okay, again last prime plus plus, you will be checking for what, you will be checking for 4 now. Now remember the value of sum over here, we are having i's value, that is incremented to 3, and last prime as 4. Now let us try to execute. When I equals to 3 we are having, and last prime we are having 4. Okay, and the value of sum was what, it was 2 upon a to the power 1 plus 3 upon a to the power 2. Yes, now over here is the k, over here is your c. Now we are going to run our loop from k equals to 1. Yes, 4 mod 1 equal to 0. The condition is true, c will become 1. It got incremented, k becomes 2. Again when 4 mod 2 will happen, it again will give you 0. So again the c value will increase, it becomes 2. Yes, again when k becomes 3, it is false, it will not increase. Then for the value of 4, it will again increase and c's value become 3. Now when this thing will execute, this thing will be checked, this condition will be false, so this thing will not be executed, this if body will not be executed, and your control will be over here. Okay, so without incrementing the value of I, you are just incrementing the value of your last prime. Okay, so last prime will become what, it becomes 5, and again it is going to start from c equals to 0. Okay, so the value of last prime is 5 now, i's value is 3 over here also. Yes, and again we are going to run our k loop from 1 and c loop from 0, and it will check whether it is a prime number or not. Obviously it is a prime number, so we are going to get what, 5 upon a to the power 3. Okay, अगर ये 5 भी आपका नहीं होता यहाँ पर prime number, so it will go on increase the last prime value until unless आपको आपका prime number नहीं मिल जाएगा. Okay, so for third term, when आपको last prime मिल जाएगा, then afterwards you will be calculating the sum also. Okay, हमारे पास n की value 3 थी, so as soon as your value of I becomes 4, it will terminate the loop and you will be getting the sum over here. I hope the code is clear to you. Moving forward, we are having question number 2 over here. See, write a program to input two numbers and check whether they are twin prime numbers or not. Okay, twin prime numbers are what? Firstly, two numbers you are going to enter. Let us suppose n1, n2. Both of them should be prime, and the difference between both of them should be what? It should be 2. Okay, now it doesn't matter n1 is bigger or n2 is bigger. Okay, but the difference should be 2 and both the numbers should be prime. Now over here we are going to discuss basically the two ways in which we can write down this program, and we are also going to discuss that which method is good, or you can say better, and which is not better. Okay, see my dear students, for solving any Java program you are having more than one method. Okay, if your output is coming accurate, then your code might be correct. Getting? Now see the first way in which we can solve this. See over here, scanner class we have used it. first number, second number. Okay, A prime for checking your first number is prime or not, B prime for checking your number B is prime or not. जैसे कि पिछले वाले क्वेश्चन में you were using C. ओके जब C की वैल्यू 2 हो जाती थी आप चेक करते थे एंड यू विल बी एंड इट विल बी कन्फर्म्ड कि आपका C की वैल्यू अगर 2 है तो आपका प्राइम नंबर है, अदरवाइज इट इज़ नॉट अ प्राइम नंबर. Okay, so the same thing we are going to do it over here also. See over here, this is the code for finding out whether your A is a prime number or not. Yes, आपका ये फॉर लूप फ्रॉम 1 टिल A स्टार्ट किया है आपने एंड जब आपका डिवीजन ये कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, जब रिमाइंडर 0 मिलेगा, देन एवरी टाइम यू विल बी गेटिंग व्हाट A प्राइम प्लस प्लस. ओके, नाउ what was the condition? We are having the two numbers A and B. Both the numbers should be prime. Now you have checked for A part. Yes, if it is a prime, then only you can check whether the B is prime or not. ना अगर आपका A ही not prime आता है तो आपको B को चेक करके कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है, बिकॉज दोनों नंबर को प्राइम होना चाहिए. येस, सो वी विल चेक इट ओवर हेयर. अगर आपका A प्राइम इक्वल टू 2 है तभी वी आर गोइंग टू चेक कि आपका B प्राइम है या नहीं है. ओके, एंड आफ्टर द एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ दिस फॉर लूप यू आर गोइंग टू चेक अगर आपका B प्राइम भी 2 है एंड आपका A माइनस B का डिफरेंस भी 2 है. सी वी आर यूजिंग math.apps over here. yes, why? because it doesn't matter whether A is bigger or B is bigger. जो भी बड़ा होना चाहिए it doesn't matter, but the difference should be 2. ओके, सो हमारे पास पॉजिटिव वैल्यू आ जाए, दैट इज़ वाई वी आर यूजिंग दिस math.apps over here. सो अगर आपकी दोनों कंडीशंस ट्रू हो जाती है दैट इट मीन्स व्हाट A एंड B आर योर ट्विस्टेड प्राइम नंबर, otherwise they are not your twisted prime number. Okay, so this is the one method in which you can solve this question. Now see the second method. See again the same code till this line, all the code is clear. Okay, A prime B prime, you are checking for this number 1, that is A, whether it is prime or not. Okay, now over here you are checking for B, that is your B is prime or not. ओके, ना ओवर हियर यू आर कैलकुलेटिंग द डिफरेंस एंड आप इफ़ एल्स में डायरेक्टली सब कुछ चेक कर लेते हो कि आपका A प्राइम की वैल्यू भी 2 होनी चाहिए एंड B प्राइम की वैल्यू भी 2 होनी चाहिए एंड डिफरेंस भी 2 होना चाहिए. अगर तीनों कंडीशन पॉसिबल है देन इट इज़ योर ट्विस्टेड प्राइम नंबर, अदरवाइज इट इज़ नॉट योर ट्विस्टेड प्राइम नंबर. ओके, नाउ सी हम लोग यहाँ पर ये चीज़ क्यों यूज़ कर रहे हैं, वाई वी आर राइटिंग आउट दीज टू प्रोग्राम्स ओवर हेयर. इन द प्रीवियस वन व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, फर्स्टली यू आर फाइंडिंग द प्राइम नंबर फॉर A. यू आर चेकिंग वेदर योर नंबर 1 इज प्राइम नंबर और नॉट. येस, एंड देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स यू आर प्रोसीडिंग अकॉर्डिंगली कि अगर आपका A प्राइम नंबर होता है तभी आप B चेक करोगे, अदरवाइज यू विल जस्ट गिव द रिजल्ट कि आपके प्राइम ट्विंस प्राइम नंबर नहीं है. येस, बट ओवर हेयर आप क्या कर रहे हो, A को चेक कर रहे हो फर्स्टली, either it is a prime number or it is a not prime number, it doesn't matter, you are checking the B part. Okay, either it is prime either it is not prime, it doesn't matter. then afterwards आप difference calculate कर रहे हो and then afterwards तीनों को check कर रहे हो. Okay, so क्या हो रहा है, आपके प्रोग्राम का एग्जीक्यूशन टाइम बढ़ जाएगा. वहाँ पर क्या हो रहा था, अगर प्राइम है तभी वो आगे चेक करेगा, अगर नॉट प्राइम है तो वो आगे चेक ही नहीं करेगा, यहीं पर स्टॉप कर जाएगा. बट यहाँ पर आपके पास प्राइम हो या नॉट प्राइम हो वो आगे चेक करेगा, बी प्राइम हो या ना हो वो आपके पास आगे चेक करेगा. Okay, now see the difference. You can write down the program in both the ways, but the execution of the first way is better than the execution of the second way. Okay, now moving forward, see the third question. Write a program to display all numbers between 100 to 200 which do not contain 0 at any position. See, you are having the limits. Okay, आपके पास लिमिट्स होती हैं 100 to 200. ओके, यहाँ इनके बीच के आपको नंबर्स में चेक करना है. एवरी नंबर यू हैव टू टेक इट आउट एंड यू हैव टू चेक वेदर एनी ऑफ द डिजिट कंटेन्स 0 और नॉट. यस, अगर 0 नहीं कंटेन करता है देन यू हैव टू प्रिंट इट आउट ऑन द स्क्रीन, अदरवाइज आपको उसको प्रिंट नहीं करना है. ओके, नाउ सी in the previous questions or in the previous videos we are checking whether our number, likewise you are having 1 2 3 4. Yes, we are checking whether it contains 0 or not. We are also finding out the product of the digits, we are also finding out sum of the digits. Okay, we have done many questions regarding this and how we are going to do it using your while loop while breaking your नंबर इंटू सर्टेन डिजिट्स. यस, सो आप क्या करेंगे, आपके पास नंबर है आप उसको ब्रेक करेंगे डिजिट्स में एंड यू विल बी चेकिंग इफ़ कंडीशन कि आपका डिजिट इक्वल टू 0 है या नहीं है. अगर है देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स यू विल बी यूजिंग सर्टेन स्टेप्स कि उसको प्रिंट कराया जाना चाहिए या फिर उसको प्रिंट कराया जाना नहीं चाहिए। ओके, अगर एक भी ज़ीरो मिल जाता है देन आप उसको प्रिंट नहीं कराएंगे, और अगर आपको ज़ीरो नहीं मिलता है तो आप उसको प्रिंट करवा देंगे। यस, एंड आपको ये किस चीज़ के लिए करना है, नॉट फॉर वन थिंग, यू हैव टू डू दिस थिंग फॉर योर नंबर्स फ्रॉम 100 to 200। ओके, सो बिगर में आप क्या यूज़ करेंगे, फॉर लूप यूज़ करेंगे। ओके, आई इक्वल्स टू 100 टिल आई लेस देन इक्वल्स टू 200, और इसके अंदर आप अपना वाइल लूप यूज़ करके नंबर्स को ब्रेक करेंगे। ओके, सो सी ओवर हियर, फर्स्टली आप क्या करेंगे, फॉर लूप यूज़ करेंगे, देन वाइल लूप यूज़ करेंगे, देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स यू विल चेक वेदर योर डिजिट कंटेन ज़ीरो और नॉट, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली यू हैव टू एक्ट आफ्टरवर्ड्स। Okay, so these three question number 3 you have to try it by yourself. Now see question number 4. Write a program to display all prime palindrome number between 10 to 1000. Now see what is a prime palindrome number. You are having the code to find out what is a prime number, and you are having the code for finding out how to finding out whether a number is palindrome or not. Yes, if a number is prime as well as palindrome, then it is your prime palindrome number, otherwise it is not your prime palindrome number. Okay, previously we were checking it for only one number, now you have to check it for 10 to 1000. Yes, so firstly you are using your for loop starting from 10 till 10,000, and afterwards you are checking this I for prime as well as for your palindrome. Yes, if it is prime as well as palindrome, then you have to print it out, otherwise you just skip the number. Okay, and move forward to your next iteration. Getting the point? So this question number 4 also you have to do it by yourself. Now see question number 5. In an entrance examination, students have appeared in English, Math, Science papers. Three papers it is having: English, Math, Science. Okay, write a program to calculate and display average marks obtained by all the students. Yes, display average marks obtained by all the students, you have to print it out. Take number of student appeared and mark obtained in all the three subjects by every student along with the name as input. What you have to do, you have to take number of students as an input and their marks in all the three subjects also as an input. Now again afterwards display the name, marks obtained in three subjects and the average of all the students. This is you have to display on the screen. Now my dear students, basically this question number 5 is from your array part, but over here till now we have not studied your array part now, so we are going to execute this program in a simpler way. Okay, now see how we are going to execute this program it over here. When we will learn about arrays, then you please remind me that question number 5 मैं आपको ये दोबारा कराना चाहूँगी. Okay, now see question number 5. Now see over here, firstly we have used our scanner class. Yes, now number of students you have entered and stored in a variable named as num. Total marks we have taken a variable and a string name to hold your name of every student. Now we are not having arrays, so basically we are running our for loop. Yes, for loop from 1 till num. Let us see for an example, you have to take the data, or 3 students basically appeared in a examination. Okay, so the value of num will be 3. Now you are going to execute this for loop from 1 till 3. Okay, now see this system.out.println detail of students number 1. For number 1 firstly you will ask enter the name of a student. ओके, नेम आप इसमें एंटर करा लेंगे. देन एंटर द मार्क्स ऑफ इंग्लिश, मैथ्स एंड साइंस. फॉर इंग्लिश आप इसमें एंटर करा लेंगे, फॉर मैथ्स, फॉर साइंस यहाँ पर आपने 3 वेरिएबल्स अगेन डिफाइन कर लिए. ओके, इन तीनों में आप अपने मार्क्स जो है वो एंटर कराते रहेंगे फॉर नंबर 1 स्टूडेंट. ओके, नाउ आप यहाँ पर उसी टाइम पर एवरेज कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे. इंग्लिश प्लस मैथ्स प्लस साइंस डिवाइड बाई 3.0. नाउ वाई वी आर यूजिंग दिस 3.0, सो दैट आपका न्यूमिनेटर तो पूरा इंटीजर है, आपका डिनोमिनेटर भी अगर इंटीजर होगा तो इट विल रिजल्ट इन एन इंटीजर पोर्शन, एंड आपका डेसिमल पॉइंट पूरा का पूरा ट्रंकेट हो जाएगा. दैट इज़ वाई वी आर यूजिंग दिस 0.0 एट द डिनोमिनेटर. ओके, नाउ जब आप एवरेज कैलकुलेट कर लोगे देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट दिस टोटल मार्क. वाई दिस टोटल मार्क? बिकॉज सारे के सारे स्टूडेंट्स का एवरेज कैलकुलेट करने के बाद आपको ओवरऑल एवरेज भी कैलकुलेट करना है. ओके, सो यहाँ पर आप स्टोर करते चलेंगे कि कितना एवरेज आ रहा है हर एक स्टूडेंट का. सो दैट इज़ वाई वी आर टेकिंग दिस टोटल मार्क, दैट इज़ प्रीवियस वैल्यू प्लस एवरेज जो आपने यहाँ पर कैलकुलेट किया है. ओके, सो नाउ फॉर स्टूडेंट नंबर 1 वी हैव टेकन ऑल द इनपुट्स, वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड आवर एवरेज as well as our total mark. Now what we have to do? see, just simply we are printing out on the screen name, English marks, science marks, maths marks, and your average mark. Okay, for student number 1. Again for student number 2, it will ask the same thing. It will calculate the average, it will calculate the total mark, and it will print it out everything on the screen. For student number 3, it will again proceed the same path. Yes, when I becomes 4, then the condition will become false, because we are having the value of num as 3 as an example that we have taken. Yes, now जब आपका वैल्यू आप लूप से बाहर आ जाएंगे, then over here you are calculating total average, that is total marks divided by num. तो यहाँ पर जो टोटल मार्क्स आपने कैलकुलेट किया था ऊपर, जो हर स्टेप में आप कैलकुलेट करते आ रहे थे, इट मीन्स इट विल बी डिवाइडेड बाई नम. ओके, एंड द नम इज व्हाट, इट इज़ 3. नाउ सी ओवर हियर, पिछले हम लोग क्या ले रहे थे, वी आर यूजिंग दिस 3.0 इन द डिनोमिनेटर, सो दैट आपका डिनोमिनेटर तो कम से कम डबल में टाइप कास्ट हो जाए. यस, बट ओवर हियर हम लोग नहीं कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज वी आर हैविंग 2 वेरिएबल्स, सो दैट इज़ वाई टोटल मार्क्स आपने स्टार्टिंग में ही डबल डिफाइन किया है. यस, सो you will be getting the total average for every student, and at the last you will be printing out this on the screen, that overall average marks are total average. Okay, the code is very clear. I think it is very simple. Yes, moving forward, we are having the 6th question. Write a program in Java to enter a number containing 3 digits or more. Arrange the digits of the entered number in ascending order and display the result. Now what you have to do, you are having a number basically, that is, in an example it has been given 4972. Now what you have to do, you have to break every digit. Okay, break every digit, and for the digits you have to arrange them in ascending order. It means the smallest digit should come first, then comma, then the second digit, then comma, then the third digit, then comma, and then the last digit and comma. It is not fixed कि how many number of digits you have taken, you have to take. You just have this kind of statement that it should be a 3-digit number or more than 3-digit number. यस, बस इतना आपके पास है. आपके पास इतना नहीं है कि आपके पास 5 डिजिट नंबर होगा या 6 डिजिट होगा. यू आर नॉट वेरी श्योर अबाउट इट. ओके, सो द नंबर ऑफ इटरेशंस अगेन्स आर नॉट फिक्स्ड ओवर हियर. नाउ सी हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू एग्जीक्यूट दिस कोड. Scanner we have taken, number we have taken as an original number. Okay, now we are running our for loop from 0 till 9. Now why we are running our loop from 0 till 9? Because we are basically discussing about a single number ना. Yes, it is because आपका पिछली बार भी नंबर था 4972. सो सी, आप जब इस डिजिट्स को ब्रेक करोगे, सो क्या होगा, आपका नंबर 0 to 9 के बीच में ही तो लाई करेगा. अगर आप 10 नंबर भी लोगे तो 10 में आपका 10 एक बार में तो नहीं आ जाएगा. जब आप 10 को ब्रेक करोगे तो पहले 1 आएगा, देन 0 आएगा, और बेसिकली पहले 0 आएगा फिर 1 आएगा. यस, बिकॉज फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड आप ब्रेक करना स्टार्ट करते हो. यस, सो ओवर हियर वी आर चेकिंग कि आप 0 से 9 के बीच में ही आपका नंबर कहीं ना कहीं लाई करेगा. यस, सो फर्स्टली आपके पास क्या है, आई की वैल्यू 0 है. नाउ फोकस इट ओवर हियर, दिस क्वेश्चन इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. ओके, नाउ सी, नंबर हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर एक वेरिएबल लिया है जिसमें आपने ओरिजिनल नंबर की वैल्यू को कॉपी कर दिया है. यस, नाउ सी ओवर हियर वी आर हैविंग सी इक्वल्स टू 0. अगेन द सेम थिंग, नम नॉट इक्वल टू 0. जब तक नम इक्वल टू नहीं हो जाता, नम मॉड 10 इक्वल्स टू आई, मीन्स यू आर हैविंग व्हाट, 4972, and you have done this kind of thing, num mod 10. so basically you are dealing with this 2 part. yes, आप इस 2 को डील कर रहे हो ना, and c you are having as 0. yes, so it is having 2 and the value of I is 0. so आपके पास 0 तो कोई पोर्शन नहीं है आपके पास, so c is again 0. okay, num divide by equal to 10, and now when it is divided by 10, this portion is left and you are done with this 2 part. okay, now again what will happen, again you will be getting this number, see 7. yes, now it will check num mod 10 equals to I or not. This 7 is not equal to 0, again it will proceed, and you will be having 49. It will check again for this 9, it is not equal to 0, then again it will proceed and it will check for 4, it is not equal to 0, then what will happen, then it will go over here. yes, for j equals to 1, j less than equals to c. Now see over here, the value of c was 0. This condition will become false at the very first point. so nothing will get printed on the screen and the value of I will be incremented, it becomes 1. so it means what कि अगर आपका इस नंबर में, इस कंप्लीट नंबर में कहीं भी ज़ीरो होता तो यहाँ पर C की वैल्यू 1 हो जाती और आप यहाँ पर I को प्रिंट कर देते. ओके, तो सबसे पहले आपका ज़ीरो यहाँ पर आ जाता. नाउ सी अगेन वी आर गोइंग टू रन अवर लूप व्हेन you are having I equals to 1 as a value. Okay, so you are having I equals to 1 and our number was 4972. Yes, now C equals to 0 again. Now see again we are having the num, yes, as an original number. C equals to 0 we are having, again we are running this loop, num mod 10 equal to I, so we are dealing with 2 equal to 1, condition becomes false, C again becomes 0. Now by this statement we are having 497 as our num. Yes, now again when this while loop will execute, again this mod 10 will occur and you are dealing with now 7. 7 is not equal to 1, again C++ will not happen and again you will be dividing this thing and you will be getting 49. Again this 9 will be checked if this condition is false and again it will get divided, and for this 4 it will again check आपका 4 भी 1 की इक्वल नहीं है, so it will leave. So it means what कि आपकी इस पूरे नंबर में कहीं भी 1 भी ऑकर नहीं करता है. अगर करता तो C की वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो जाती है एंड यहाँ पर वो प्रिंट हो जाता. ओके, नाउ सी दिस वन, दिस फॉर लूप, अगेन C की वैल्यू आपकी 0 है, सो नॉट इवन अ सिंगल टाइम दिस लूप विल ऑकर, आपका I दोबारा से इटरेट हो जाएगा एंड इट विल बिकम 2. यस, नाउ सी अगेन द सेम नंबर 4972, I की वैल्यू आपकी यहाँ पर 2 है. ओके, C की वैल्यू अगेन 0 है यहाँ पर. नाउ सी ओवर हियर when this condition will occur, num mod 10 equal to I, तो आप इसकी बात कर रहे हैं and 2 equal to 2, this condition is true now. Yes, so you are having C++, C's value become 1. ओके, नाउ अगेन इट विल डिवाइड द टर्म, इट विल चेक कि आपके पास एक और 2 प्रेजेंट है नंबर में या नहीं है. ओके, सो इट विल चेक इन 492, देन इट विल चेक इन 49, देन इट विल चेक इन 4 एंड देन सो ऑन. ओके, जब तक आपका नंबर कंप्लीट नहीं हो जाएगा. एंड फॉर दिस फॉर लूप यू आर हैविंग j इक्वल्स टू 1 एंड j लेस देन इक्वल्स टू c. नाउ द वैल्यू ऑफ c इज 1. so one time only this loop will execute and you will be getting I on the screen. It means the value of I was 2, so you will be getting 2 on the screen with a. Now you can see that you are in a number, you are having the smallest number as 2 and it is printed at the first position. Yes, now again proceeding further, when I becomes 3, again it will check for 4972, we are not having any I equals to 3, then again it will check for I equals to 4, so over here we will get I equals to 4. yes, so C's value become 1 again, और जब आपका ये वाला for loop execute होगा then you will be having 1 till 1, so one time this 4 will occur, so firstly 2 आपका आ जाएगा then 4 आपका आ जाएगा. okay, again जब आपका loop execute होगा for 5 it will not occur, for 6 also not occur, for 7 yes we are having this 7 over here, so यहाँ पर 7 आपका occur हो जाएगा and at the last you will be having 9. ओके, सो दिस इज़ हाउ दिस कोड विल अकर एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स जब आपका पूरा का पूरा लूप कंप्लीट हो जाएगा देन यू विल बी गेटिंग दिस न्यू लाइन ओवर हियर आल्सो. ओके, सो आपका ये असेंडिंग ऑर्डर में आपका नंबर यहाँ पर अरेंज हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज़ हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू राइट डाउन दिस कोड. क्वेश्चन नंबर 6. दिस कोड इज़ बेसिकली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, सो प्लीज़ लेट मी नो इन केस आपको इस क्वेश्चन में कोई डाउट होगा. आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट वन एंड आई डोंट हैव एनी डाउट. ओके, now basically my dear students, from question number 7 we are going to continue in the next video. Okay, so till then please practice these questions. Soon I will be upload the video, soon I will be upload the next lecture in which we will discuss the remaining part. Okay, so till then, thank you.